More stories, more news now.
KLAF News and Information Time. It is 6:36. I'm Kurt Gilchrist. Thanks for joining us. With us now is Dallas attorney Trey Branham. Trey, thanks for joining us. We wanted to have you on because we saw this story yesterday. Customers at Atmos ended up having hundreds of dollars taken out of their bank accounts due to a mistake with a decimal point. Now, some people were wiped out clean. What rights do customers have when it comes to mistakes like this?
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. It's going to be real interesting to see what the contract says, because when you sign up for that AutoPay, that auto debit that comes out of your account, that's going to be governed by a document that the customer has signed. And so what their rights are, or candidly at this point are not, is going to be governed to a large extent by that contract. It wouldn't surprise me to see that there's an arbitration clause in it, which would prevent you from going to a courtroom. You would have to go to an arbitrator. There may be a class action waiver with, in a situation like this. One of the stories I read this morning was, there was a gentleman who was missing $400 out of his account when he should have only been missing about $40. Well, not to say that $400 isn't a bunch of money, but it's going to be real hard to justify paying a lawyer or getting a lawyer to take it on contingency if the only damage is $400. And so, if in fact Atmos doesn't come back, make this fully right and take care of people, like they said, candidly, to their credit, they're going to do, what these people's rights are is going to be defined by the contract that they've signed. Okay,
so what about your bank? In other words, if you had this money withdrawn and you had an electric bill, you had, a phone bill and a credit card bill that you had already mailed off, and now you're overdrawn. Can the bank do anything, or would they have to take care of this as well?
Yeah, what I've read is that Atmos understands that there have been these types of issues, and what they've at least said that I've read is that they intend to make their customers whole for problems like that. But you can imagine the problems that this creates for people who are not only now overdrawn and dealing with those fees, but, if my American Express bill is late, that goes on my credit report that I've paid it late. And if you're paying, as many people do, at the end of the month, a couple of days before it's due, and it's denied, and so you have a black mark now, at least potentially, on your credit report. So it goes beyond simply the dollar figure for a lot of folks, I suspect.
Yeah, kind of sort of on the same line. I remember, it's been within a year, someone got my account number randomly. It didn't even have my name, but they basically wiped out my bank account. And I'll say Bank of America, they were very good about it. They didn't charge me. They took everything. And I don't know if it was necessarily is the right thing to do, or it was a PR thing that they were afraid of. But they did the right thing. I assume that in some cases that Atmos certainly doesn't want to have a PR nightmare because they screwed somebody over.
Yeah, I think that's right, and they've certainly been very proactive in saying they're going to fix it. The stories I've read have said, that they haven't yet fixed a lot of stuff, and that's not terribly surprising, trying to figure out who this happened to, when it happened, and what the total damages are. I suspect is going to take a while. I think from a PR standpoint, the most important thing Atmos can do is, start reaching out to these folks, set up a hotline where these folks can call, being very proactive in terms of not only doing a mea culpa, but also acknowledging these people have a real problem and doing everything they can do to fix it.
Talking to Dallas attorney Trey Branham, as more and more people, quote, bank online and do stuff like this, is there anything that you as a consumer should probably be aware of or make sure that you're covered for something like this?
Yeah, it's really a tough new world out there. This is a incredibly cutting edge area of the law. The law always moves slower than technology. And so how this is going to ultimately play out, not only for these people but for others, is still something really the law is trying to figure out. The best advice that I can give folks is, the old be very careful who you give access to your bank account. Yeah, I know how easy it is to authorize an automatic withdrawal. I understand that's easy and convenient in today's busy world. That's what we need and want. But at the same time, it's just as easy. You can use online banking. You can set it up so your bank will send a check out, but you actually authorize it as opposed to having someone debit it. And, if you want to use online banking, you don't want to go to the post office, I get that. But do it so you're initiating the transaction as opposed to having someone simply debit it out of your account. That's the easiest way to avoid a problem like this. And then password security. You have to change your password. I can't tell you how many people I run into that, have their birthday as their password. Well, if a thief has got your wallet, how hard is it going to be to figure out what your password is? So, change your passwords and don't let folks draw from your account. You do the sending.
Don't use password as your password. Trey, I appreciate you joining us. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Attorney Trey Branham, still ahead on 570 KLAF traffic and weathers. Next, an update from the Wall Street Journal that comes your way at 6:50, and the latest in sports at 6:53. KLAF news and information time at 6:42.